Something blue. Something, well, I don't know if it's the same in America.
Something old, something new.
Something new.
Yeah.
Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue.
Right, what do you mean in?
Does it mean
into the pool?
Yes.
I heard it.
Wow.
I heard it click.
Say Sophie for like that one more time.
Go. That's the stuff. Alright, so this should be for Patrick. Thank you. Aw, thanks, Eric. Enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. David, thank you, sir. EFA. Always wins. Wormy is in the. That was one of his nicknames. He knows. Yeah. I know my man too well. He knows. Yeah, I know my man way too well. What is it? So now we're just waiting for the car. Car's in front.
Love has gathered us here today. This day comes nearly 4 years after Victoria and Eric were engaged, and tomorrow marks the 2nd anniversary of their legal marriage. Eric and Victoria knew that their commitment would not feel fully realized until it was made in the presence of their friends, family, and the spirit of love. After years of distance and I imagine grief and exhaustion for us all, what a wondrous reason to be together. We are here to celebrate Eric and Victoria, and celebrate we will.
Thank you, George.
You're welcome. Thank you.
See you later.
We come together not to mark the start of a relationship, but to recognize a bond that already exists. This marriage is one expression of many varieties of love. Love is one, though its expressions are infinite. We are here to celebrate the abundance of love between Eric and Victoria. We are here to rejoice in the love that each of you, family, friends, loved ones, have provided them throughout their lives. Eric and Victoria don't need one another in the sense that they couldn't carry on in life as single people. They are both self-sufficient, resourceful, ambitious, and filled with the love of family and friends. They both had and still have lives independent of one another. Neither needed someone to complete them. Rather, they want one another, in the sense that they can no longer imagine their lives apart.
Good afternoon. Eric, Victoria, we've waited a long time for this. What greater thing is there for two human souls than to feel that they are joined for life? To strengthen each other in all labour, to rest on each other in all sorrow, and to minister to each other in all pain, and to share with each other in all gladness, to be at one with each other in the silent, unspoken moments.
These feelings first came to light for them after that initial trip to England together. Eric returned home to the States several days before Victoria and realized how much he missed her. And Victoria, still in England, realized how much she missed Eric. They came to understand that in each other they found someone they really enjoyed spending time with. Victoria found when there was something interesting or funny or concerning that happened, Eric was the first person she wanted to tell. They were both delighted by the companionship developing between them and how well they traveled together, which we all know is a test of any relationship, romantic or otherwise. It was a number of weeks later, in a celebratory mood initiated by the Chicago Cubs World Series win, that Eric asked Victoria, "Do you love me?" And she said, "A little bit." "Do you love me?" And he said, "A little bit." In Eric's words, we had both been understated, but there was no going back. And so forward they went, with continued respect and care and ever-growing love and a lot of laughter. Eric, will you look into Victoria's eyes and please repeat after me? Victoria, I choose you to be my wife.
Victoria, I choose you to be my wife.
I promise to love you.
I promise to love you.
I will support your individual dreams.
I will support your individual dreams,
while also nurturing our shared life together.
while also nurturing our shared life together.
I will be faithful to you and our marriage.
I will be faithful to you and our marriage.
In times of joy and of sorrow.
In times of joy and in times of sorrow.
I will respect.
I will respect.
And cherish you.
And cherish you.
All the days of my life.
All the days of my life.
Victoria, keep looking into Eric's eyes. And repeat after me. Eric, I choose you to be my husband.
Eric, I choose you to be my husband.
I promise to love you.
I promise to love you.
I will support your individual dreams.
I will support your individual dreams.
While also nurturing. Our shared life together.
Our shared life together.
I will be faithful to you and our marriage.
I will be faithful to you and our marriage.
In times of joy and of sorrow.
In times of joy and of sorrow.
I will respect.
I will respect.
And cherish you.
And cherish you.
All the days of my life.
All the days of my life.
Sam, could we have the rings, please? As you place this ring on Victoria's finger, please repeat after me. From this day forward,
From this day forward,
I affirm my love for you,
I affirm my love for you,
and this ring is a symbol of that love.
and this ring is a symbol of that love.
As you place this ring on Eric's finger,
Is that the right hand?
repeat after me.
Is that the right hand?
That's the right hand. Does anyone
No, this is the right hand.
It's the right hand for the ring. From this day forward,
From this day forward,
I affirm my love for you,
I affirm my love for you,
and this ring is a symbol of that love.
and this ring is a symbol of that love.
Rings are an enduring symbol that remind us of the pledges we have made to one another and of our responsibility to honor each other by honoring our promises. Eric and Victoria, you have made the decision to proclaim your ultimate regard for one another publicly. Your decision is not taken lightly, but reverently. You have acknowledged that your relationship consists of a lifelong commitment to companionship and utmost regard. Each of you now gazes upon the face of the person that you hold most dear in this life. Hold a vision of this moment in your memory and trust that the face that you look upon now will grow more beautiful with time, experience, wisdom, and love. May your love continue to nurture you all the days of your lives. As you have chosen to join together in a covenant of marriage and have pledged yourself to each other in the presence of your loved ones, it is my joy and honor to affirm you as husband and wife. You may now
Welcome to the wedding celebration of my daughter Victoria and my son-in-law Eric. on one of their usual Sunday afternoon FaceTime calls, Victoria told me, or told us, that she'd met somebody, and his name was Eric? Eric! Which resulted in a trip to the UK for us to meet him as a new member of our family. Victoria has totally embraced the American way of life, and I can see her now happy as she has got it with Eric. Raise a glass to Eric and Victoria.
Eric is one of the most genuine, trustworthy, and energetic people I know. He's a fantastic friend. But, you know, a couple of years ago, maybe life wasn't going so perfect, right? You know, I could just sort of feel it. You know, it's never been 100%. And then all of a sudden, you know what I'm going to say. Something changed, right? You know, and then I obviously started hearing about Victoria, you know, and they started dating. And basically, just to keep this short and sweet, I've known Eric for 30 years. I have not known Victoria for 30 years. But all I needed to know about Victoria, I learned from how Eric changed from overnight, basically. He suddenly became much happier, lighter, you know, just, he felt complete. He felt, you know, like he was there. And then of course I did finally meet Victoria, and she is absolutely amazing. Congratulations to you both. So that's basically it. Let's have a toast. Cheers. Congratulations, Eric and Victoria. Cheers. Well, cheers, partner reach. Cheers. All right.
I met Vicky at a time in life when no one's really interested in making real lifelong friends, my 30s. And to make matters worse, we met on a conference call while I was living in Vienna and she was still in the UK. Not exactly the traditional launching pad for meaningful friendships. But as it happened, over a bridge line, sitting in different countries, we came to realize that our paths were soon going to collide in DC. As both of us prepared to move to the States, me to the town that I grew up in, and Vicky to start her journey as an expat. A fateful after-work outing to a posh restaurant where the sushi rolls, happy hour cocktails, laughs, and great conversation flowed is where our friendship really got its start. And I will say it wasn't always easy in the beginning. We were often separated by a common language. I will always remember helping her move into her first apartment in Alexandria and the comical shopping trip we made to pick up supplies. Being responsible and over-prepared as always, Vicky came with a checklist of things to buy, which might as well have been written in hieroglyphics. She, our friend Therese, and I found ourselves standing in the middle of Costco, staring at the list, Vicky trying to explain what a Tin Tom's was, and us looking at her like she had 3 heads. But eventually we did move her in with a pantry full of canned tomatoes, and having completed a crash course in American terminology. And in the days and years that followed, I came to know Vicky for the absolute dynamo that she is. She's a complex woman of substance and style who cooks like a top chef, mixes a mean gin and tonic, and constantly seeks new experiences. So needless to say, I recognized very early on that Vicky was a catch and a person more than worthy of sharing your life with. And while Vicky and I were thriving as single women in our 30s, there was still the desire to dip toes into the dating pool. And it's true that by that stage in your life, dating is frankly exponentially more bizarre. This is for many reasons, not least of which is because by that point in your life, you're fully formed. Your quirks, your passions, your hobbies, your everything, they're set. You become concerned about your odds. When it came to Vicky, though, I was never worried, always encouraging, and of course, very intrigued when Eric came onto the scene. He was of a different breed from the start and clearly one to keep an eye on. His independent nature and zest for new experiences was the perfect match for Vicky. And they complement each other without competing and bring out the best in one another without losing their uniqueness. Truly, it's been wonderful to come to know Eric in his own right. Proven himself genuinely reliable, thoughtful, supportive, and a creative genius when crafting a proposal. A worthy match for my friend, and in fact, he is my friend. And I was fortunate to be close by before and after their engagement, and I have to say those days were so much fun. Sharing in the excitement, the dress shopping, venue scouting, It was also gratifying to know that this was on the horizon and that it would be a wonderful celebration. Of course, COVID had other plans, and we've watched as Vicki and Eric both navigated the uncertainty, calmly rescheduling, then calmly rescheduling again, accepting this weekend would happen, even if it was going to require patience and resolve. But in the end, I know that the past 2 years have brought them even closer together, and that they've thrived and grown as a couple in uncertain and isolating times. In my view, that makes this weekend even more of a triumph, as we get to celebrate not just the day of their marriage and their wedding day, but this beautiful life that they've built and will continue to build together. And lastly, one of the things I've really enjoyed about this weekend is the unique blend of British and American traditions. So I thought I would add just one more to the mix, which is to conclude with a blessing that is traditional in my family that I chose for the couple. So Vicki and Eric, may your marriage bring you all the exquisite excitements a marriage should bring, and may life also grant you patience, tolerance, and understanding. May you always need one another, not so much to fill your emptiness as to know your fullness. May you have happiness, and may you find it making one another happy. May you have love, and may you find it loving one another. And so please join me in raising a glass to Vicki and Eric. Cheers.
Victoria, my wife, my best friend. I'm so honored that you took a chance on someone who was not of your station. Thank you for taking on an editor, writer, somebody who just, let's just put it kindly, there's maybe not as much comedy as what you do. And I love you for taking it. Love you so much. You are a gem, and a doll, and a friend. There's a lot more that I could say, but I've run out of words, so I'm going to have to sing it to you instead. You guys, this one is called the Pre-Victorian Blues. It goes like this.
Oh, you guys should have seen my old fridge. There was nothing in it but hot sauce and beer. Ate my lunch at the sink. Changed my bedsheet sure what the hell is in this for my dear.